family, but it's going to be a real eye-opener. And it's going to be a press row that's always there. And every time I'm not supposed to win, I get up for this. See, these are the big fights that really gets Bernard Hopkins up, because I deliver when it comes to these bigger fights, because I'm fighting for a lot of good reasons that motivate Bernard Hopkins. So I will stand by ringside like I've done before, and I would just look and not say anything, and they know what I mean. They know what that look means. He did it again. He did it again. And I'm going to leave you with this one, and this is history. George Foreman fought Michael Moore, called him old. Michael Moore, at the time, southpaw champion. In the famous words of Jim Lampton, and I told him I want you to mention this after this fight. It happened. It happened. It happened. Remember that. Look in your archives if you don't remember that quote. But get those lists together. And then my kids can read the legacy that I've started. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. We actually, hold on a second, I'd like to change it up a little bit. Before we're going to do the one-on-ones and the interviews, the TV interviews, I would like to open it up quickly here for like 2 or 3 questions from the audience before we're going to go and do the one-on-ones. Any questions right here for either fighter?
To do exactly what he did with the Ricky Hatton fight. Keep command of it. We expect that. We expect that level. You know, I understand he replaced the original choice, which is Jay Nady was going to be the original referee. You know, we're there. Joe's here to fight. He just wants it to be fair. We know Joe's fighting a partner of Golden Boy, but we expect the officials to do their job and do it correctly. You know, this fight's being shown all around the world, and I'm sure the Nevada State Athletic Commission will ensure that their officials play it right, play as it should be. It's even going to be shown in Ecuador.
Actually, you know, since you mentioned it's in the backyard of Golden Boy, I think that's actually a handicap because I think everything in the last, I don't know how many fight here, big fight in Nevada, and it was against the Golden Boy fighter, and it was a close fight. Usually the Golden Boy fighter loses, so that's not really that's not a good argument. But anyway.
But that's against American fighters. You know, we're coming in and
so we'll see. Any other questions? Yes.
Harding from the UK. I've got a question for Bernard. Bernard, Howard Eastman is the only ranked British fighter that you fought. I believe you have a really low respect for British fighters. Could you explain exactly what your opinion is of British fighters?
You said I got a lack of respect for him because I beat Howard Eastman? Low respect for Howard Eastman?
What is
I
your...
have a low respect for fighters in England because of what?
I'll go grab it. My understanding...
Ask the question, I'll give it right back.
No, you go ahead. Say what you said again. Say it a little louder so everybody can see how much food you make yourself out of. Go ahead, say it a little louder so they can hear you.
Okay, Bernard. You fought one British fighter, Howard Eastman, who you beat, hands down. You beat him hands down. And yet you have such a low opinion, in my view, of British fighters. Could you explain what you believe are the flaws in British fighters? And do you think that your view will change after Saturday?
I think, first let me ask the first one. I think my views of the English fighters, Englishmen, that the competition compared to what American fighters fight, compared to the competition that they're fighting, is night and day. Is night and day. And normally, when they fight an American fighter, they normally get the residue of what's left from the American side. Like, they would leave America and go over there because there's no one here that pays attention to them. So they sort of get the residue of what once was here in America. Charles Brewer, Danny Mitchell. So I can go on. It's not a lot of big lists dealing with Joe record, but unfortunately I don't have a big list of major key names But I can tell you Howard Eastman was I think he had one loss out of 30-something fights, beat him easily in LA on HBO primetime. So, you know, I never really thought I forgot he was even from England, to be honest with you. I didn't even thought I'd have been bringing up through the promotion all week. But now since you let me know, it's good.
He's Guyanese, but based in the UK.
Okay.
We're looking forward to bringing over Jermaine Taylor. He's coming over the
It's my 2 fights. He hasn't been right since.
Let's see, Bernard's on way, and people he always seems to have rematches, though, that Robert Allen took 3 times to beat. That Mursado, whatever his name is, twice.
He'll fight Jermaine Taylor now. Look what Jermaine Taylor's career and health is at.
You lost to a guy who don't even like to fight. You lost to a guy who don't like to fight. But see, the legend is after Saturday night.
I lost to Jermaine, I lost
Keep
to...
talking, man, keep talking. You need some new teeth on Saturday night. But you're getting new teeth after Saturday night because you were the wrong southpaw. Picked on the wrong left eye.
Well, Richard needs to translate. Can you translate that for me?
Yes, he did.
Anyway, so
Thank
Thank you, guys.
thank you. So we are going to do now the one-on-ones, and then the thank you so much for coming. We're going to post the fighters as well. Thank you.
Whoa, guys.
Over here. Okay, over here. Bernard, over here.
Wait! Alright, you guys both over here. This way. Look this way.
Get him down, please.
Whatever you do, don't punish him too hard. Go back home. Can he move over a bit? Well, leave that alone. Leave it alone. I'll just look down, right? Please start looking too much up for now, right? The white shall be coming on your end.
Thanks, my dad.
Go X, Bernard.
I'm going to announce this.
Hello? All right. TV, if you can